Hey everyone, welcome back to Modern Cinematics. Today we're diving into the murky world of underwhelming horror with The Apparition, the 2012 supernatural horror, or at least that's what it tries to be. Is it a hidden gem or a ghost story better left buried? Let's find out. Our lead is Kelly, played by Ashley Greene, best known for Twilight. She plays a young woman whose life unravels after a supernatural force invades her home. While the setup could have allowed for emotional depth, Greene's portrayal feels flat. Kelly is written as reactive rather than proactive. Things happen to her, and she mostly looks confused or scared, but rarely engaged. This is the fault of the script, and not Ashley Greene, as she is merely doing the best with what she has been presented. Then there's Ben, played by Sebastian Stan. He's the tech-savvy boyfriend with a guilty secret. Stan does his best, but the script also gives him very little to work with. The characters are underdeveloped, so their chemistry never really lands. As protagonists, they're more like bystanders in their own story. The apparition itself, a vaguely defined supernatural entity unleashed during a college parapsychology experiment. Think Paranormal Activity meets The Ring, but with none of the menace or clarity. It has no face, no voice, no motive. It's just a presence, and that's the problem. A good antagonist, even a supernatural one, needs rules. This one doesn't. It appears, kills plants, opens doors, and then goes after the people. It's incoherent. One of the film's few strengths is its cinematography. Shot by Daniel C. Pearl, who also worked on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the film looks polished. There's effective use of cold lighting and wide framing to create unease. The suburban setting is sterile and eerie, especially in the empty housing development where most of the film takes place. But unfortunately, the style can't save this film due to its lack of substance. As for the horror elements, the film wants to be terrifying, but relies almost entirely on cheap jump scares. A door opens. A chair moves. There's no build-up, no payoff. Instead of creeping dread, we get repetitive visual cues: mold, electronics malfunctioning, and lots of staring into nothing. Worse, it borrows heavily from better horror films without understanding why those elements worked. There's no mythology, no escalation. Just a haunted house with zero personality and a ghost that shows up whenever the script remembers it's a horror movie. The script, written by Todd Lincoln, who also directed, is thin. Dialogue is clunky and exposition heavy. There's no character arc, no emotional stakes, and no coherent logic. It's one of those movies where you constantly ask, why are they still in the house? Also, there's a subplot with ghost hunting tech and a character named Patrick, played by Tom Felton, Draco Malfoy himself, which is dumped into the story without context or payoff. It's like the film wants to build a mythology but gave up halfway. Ashley Greene does her best with a cardboard role. She can scream and look scared, sure, but the emotional range is limited by the writing. Sebastian Stan, despite his usual charisma, seems bored. Tom Felton has brief moments that hint at a better movie, but he disappears before we get to care. The performances aren't terrible. They're just stranded in a film that doesn't know what to do with them. There's a sense that everyone involved wanted to make a scary movie, but didn't agree on what kind of scary. If there's one thing The Apparition tries hard at, it's the sound design. The film leans heavily on sound for its scares: low rumbles, sudden static, creaking wood. Unfortunately, it's all very predictable. You can almost time the sound cues to the second. There's no use of silence to build tension, no creative manipulation of audio perspective. Just loud noises where the script fails to provide fear. The score is equally forgettable. Generic, eerie tones that don't enhance mood or character. So where does that leave us? The Apparition is a hollow shell of a horror movie. It looks decent, has a few talented actors, and hints at a cool premise: science meets supernatural, but never explores any of it. It plays like a first draft that got greenlit on aesthetics alone. If you're a horror fan looking for tension, smart characters, or an actual antagonist with rules, skip this one. But if you're writing a paper on how not to construct a supernatural narrative, this might be the perfect case study. If you've enjoyed this review, why not give us a like and subscribe if you haven't already? Hit the bell to get notified as soon.